welcome to Contacts Plus. Again, another interim episode between seasons. So we've had these ideas. We had Con the Road last week, and coming through this week, I kind of learned something cool for Avatar, make my avatars better, and I figured we could then take another thing we had, which we had like Logic's cooking show we had an idea for. Maybe we could do an entire creators episode of teaching people how to edit their avatars and add just little nuances, little things that give them a little bit more life. Because usually when your avatar gets uploaded, Neo's how you have to upload your own, things auto set, and they kind of set you very static. Like you don't have your eyes don't move quite right. Maybe your visemes aren't right. Maybe you screwed up and your vision point is wrong. That seems to happen a lot. What about your tool shelves? You don't like where they are. Your tooltips, you don't know like where all this stuff we can cover. There's our tools for certain things, but I think it's better if you know exactly how to do it. And little things we'll have to drag someone on here to edit their avatar, or I can edit one from my inventory. But we could go over and see about how to make it work good. So I think the first thing we're gonna cover is iManager stuff. iManager, most people don't really touch it. It's mainly just set up, your eyes move around, and if you don't have eye tracking, they just look arbitrarily in all these weird ways. But even if you do have eye tracking, there is things that you can set on your eye tracking, on your iManager, to give your avatars a much more lifelike appearance. It's pretty simple. Not all avatars have the blend shapes, but as long as you have the blend shapes to do it, your avatars can be great. Where to go from that? Do we edit one of our staff members' avatars to have it? I've already did it to Matterins, but I know Newt's avatar needs it, but he's operating the switchboard. I could probably do it to one of my avatars. I do have one, unless Newt wants to spawn an avatar out, and we could do some editing to his avatar, make it work. Or I could just throw out a Copodol. The what?
I could spawn a version of the Nardo.
Yeah, you could just spawn it. I mean, I can do it to the Copodol too, but if I can do it to yours, I mean, then you could show it off.
Copodol's public. We might want to do that one. The Copodol's public.
We'll do the Copodol. Copodol.
I've got mine that I can throw out here.
Yeah, we could do it on the old Mugman. Let's do it on the old Mugman.
The old Mugman.
The old Mugman.
The old mug.
Yeah, the old.
Man, he's an old man.
No, he's the old Mugman. You gotta find it though. He's just gotta find. He's gotta find himself.
I'm not even going to explain what my inventory looks like.
Everything's en route.
It is.
Literally everything en route.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to scroll. And now I have my actual real life dog putting a ball in my lap. Diesel, no, go over there. I'm doing a show. There's the old mug. There's the old mug. Let me break out my tools to help do this.
Just pose.
Look, he's bigger. He's not micro. Whoa.
I'm scared.
Oh, he's dying.
No, I'm fine. Just you.
No, you're gonna die because I'm gonna select you. But all right.
He's gonna inspect world route. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Let's see.
We'll just put this back in here.
Why don't we start something simple here? We're gonna start with what the hell am I even wearing? Some people who might not be known Neos don't even know what I just brought out. This is called a multi-tool. This is a pretty common one. This just has all the tools that you need, like the dev tool to break out the inspector. Everything within Neos is in an inspector. Basically, you edit everything. Literally everything.
You should should show him the default tool as well, honestly.
I should show him the default tool. So if this here would be your default dev tip, you just hit there and open inspector, and look, there's our world.
The same inspector.
Same inspector, but there's our world.
Boring.
Quick way
Boring.
for anyone who doesn't know how to do anything to do with avatars. You get out your dev tip, and to edit yourself, the easiest way to edit yourself and find yourself within that is go point dev tip at your arm and hit secondary. That selects it. Then you go in, open inspector, and you are now at where you selected. Hit this button here, bang. Now you're at your root of your avatar. Quickest way to do it. That's just by far the easiest way to do it. Now you notice that I have a large bounding box pointing out here. Selected. That gets really annoying, so you just hit radial menu again, deselect all. Bang. You don't have the bounding box anymore. But that's the quick way to get to here. Let's start with messing around with our favorite mug, man.
At 5 frames per second.
Yeah, about 5 frames a second. But
I will.
this might not look good because he's going to be at 5 frames a second, but we're going to try anyway. So
I will have you know, it's at least 15.
Okay, whatever.
you at what, 240p?
What, I don't know. I think I'm at like 100 resolution right now, so we're fine.
Really?
We're doing
Oh
great.
my goodness.
No, wow.
I know.
That's probably why you're dying. So now getting deselected. So now that we are at here, we're gonna mess around with this eye manager. But the first thing we're gonna do is to make sure the avatar has the right blend shapes. So
We need to equip it.
we're gonna go. The things are going on behind the scenes.
Oh. I was given a dev tip here. Take
You're
a
gonna
look at
show-
this
you're gonna
beautiful
look-
dev tip.
I've been given
Nintendo
a
Switch
tip.
controller.
There are so many different dev tips, guys.
Yeah, you could just you anything. It's a dev tip, including your Switch controller. Apparently,
Anything's a tip if you're brave enough.
Nah.
family show.
Veterans.
Family show.
Family show. PG. PG.
Family.
Look, if you're brave
Oh,
enough
it's
to know how to
the
model it.
dev tip. Look at that.
It's the Linus dev tip.
It's a Linus dev tip.
Linus dev. Okay, we're going off track. We're trying to make something that someone can follow, not just look at dev tips. This
See,
isn't the dev tip show.
Once again, you're
I'm
expecting
gonna my laser.
a session of Neos to go
I need
smoothly.
one thing shown. Everything's a dev tip. Even the tiny homunculus of yourself can be a dev
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
I
terrifying.
need you to. I need you to tell me how to do that after this.
But let's let's
I
just
want
go
a
over
floppy
here with
McFloppy
that.
head as my tool tip.
But we're off track. Let's get back on track. We're gonna go figure out if people can do the what I'm going to teach them. The easiest way to figure it out: you go to your centered root. Root node. Go to your body, your mesh. You're gonna go down to your blend shapes. So we're gonna go down to the blend shapes, and we're gonna see if he's got the blend shapes that we need. What we're looking for is eye controls, like eye up, look up, eyes look down, left, right, similar ones like that. Cobodals have a lot, but here we go. These are what we need right here. We have, if you have these, eye left, left, eye right, right, eye left, up, and so on and so forth, you can do what I am going to show you. So anyone that knows Cobodal or anything in Neos,
He died.
he just get really small. We need to go in, point at his face. So when he looks around, and you can see his eyes gonna follow
nose
my
in the
hand
way.
a little bit.
Am I too
To make
small?
sure we deselect. No, we got that. If we can probably get that. When
Yeah,
he
I can
looks,
see. I
when he
can.
looks
Is it
around-
clipping or anything?
no, it looks good to
No,
me.
you're
I
fine.
think.
Sometimes when you get it too close,
yeah.
it does.
So when you look around, you see how the eyes, the lids, and everything are static. They aren't moving. It kind of looks like he's made of cardboard. Looks kind of weird. We are going to fix that. This is how the avatar is set up by default. We're going to make it better than default. So if you have a Cobodol, you can follow along with this too, and it will just work. So let's move.
It just works.
Let's move this back, and we're going to hopefully show off with some resolution about what we're going to do. We're going to keep this open. We're going to move this over here, and we're going to select him again. I'm going to open up that. Did I? Oh, I opened his helper. Huh, just look at that. I don't know how I did that. So now we want to go to his eye manager, which is going to be under centered root, root node, armature, blah 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 blah. So let's go.
Hip, spine,
Spine.
chest, neck, head.
Okay, this is another thing too. These default inspectors. Most people are going to be using these. There are custom ones, but default inspectors, you're going to have
Can you hit
this
manual
problem.
on the camera thing?
That you can't
Just
see what the heck
let's
is
hit it
going on
again.
here. When you select head, go
So we
over
can
to the
just
upper
hit it
right
again.
and hit that.
I want to detach it.
And now you have your head with your eye manager in.
There we go.
Boing!
Get this out of here. Get this out
Chaos.
of here. Oh.
Chaos.
Turn it around.
Yes.
There we go.
They're setting
delete this.
up something to be maybe look a little better on.
Yay, no more lag.
Wow, you're clipping. You're way too close to that. You're
I think that was causing most of the lag.
Yeah, it's hefty. This
So-
should be a little better. I don't.
Give us a
have-
second while he sets up the cameras to look a little better. But yes, we need to go to the eye manager, and we're just about there.
All right. Go ahead and click on anchor.
There we go. There we
Oh.
go.
There we
We've got
go.
another camera style. All right.
Steady cam or something. Oh no, it's inverted. Ew.
You need to turn off the invert, man.
Could you come click this for me? It's gonna make the camera move if I click it. Hit this one. Or wait, can I? Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay. So they're getting that set up. But all right. Now that we've got no progress so far, lots of chaos.
Welcome to Neo.
It's only been like 10
Well,
minutes. We're fine.
Clicking, we're gonna be in and out in 10 minutes. About 4 hours later, we're still doing shit. But
Somebody spawn that meme.
but
Here, I got it.
you're our model.
So,
You have to stay here. So
Oh dang! It's gonna move it if I do it. Oh well.
now we have this. We need to go to the eye manager. Eye manager on this. We're probably gonna have to get a zoom on the a zoom on what I'm doing so they can see.
Beautiful gizmos everywhere.
Yeah.
I know.
This is gonna be the this
oh,
is
that's
gonna be
FOV
Gizmo
speed.
episode. We're gonna do this Gizmo episode.
Yeah, let me turn that up a little bit.
Raspberry needs an
Uh,
invert.
Oh god, the world's
Yeah,
gonna lag with
transition.
Raspberry coming in.
It's fine.
There it is.
I'm
All right.
gonna go.
All right. We're manager. A lot of this stuff we can play with another time, but we're gonna go down to till you see the eyes list here. These are the eyes for the avatar. Basically, this is what it's controlling, how it's controlling where the eyes are looking. And then you're gonna notice you're gonna have side left, and you're gonna have look left, look up, look right, look down. It looks oddly familiar to those blend shapes, right? So we're going to go and just copy over those blend shapes to those slots. So we're on the left eye. So now we're going to want left, left, grab and hold. So it kind of makes this little blue here. Go over to look left and let go.
Oh.
Now you've added the blend shape there. And now we're
Oh,
going
thanks,
to do
Fletch.
it again. Lift up goes to look up.
Thanks, Coach.
Then left down goes to down. and then you should have left right, which is a very confusing blend shape name.
Everyone thank Glitch for his resub. Thank
Yay!
you,
Thank you, Glitch.
Glitch.
Hey,
And that's-
Glitch.
Yeah, thank you, Glitch, for subbing. But now
I
we've
missed
added
it.
those
This
blend shape
camera.
there. We have to do the exact same thing to his right eyes. But before we do that, before we do that, we are going to show why this doesn't work right now. Notice his blend shapes are being driven here, but nothing is happening. Nothing at all. And this is where most people would probably up and say, oh, it doesn't work. There's one other thing you need to do. So before we set up his right, we're going to set a comparison between the eyes this way. Before we set up his right, we will set a projection plane point that is in front of his head, that it knows where your eyes are converging, and then it start driving those. So this is only if you don't have eye tracking. The eye tracking kind of does this for it. If you're poor, then this is what you need to do. You go into your eye manager here, and then you make a child of your eye manager. Go down here, and it's going to be an empty slot. You can leave it child. I'm just going to name it projection point. So eye manager. Projection point. And then you'll have to take your little dev tip, grab the blue line in your gizmo, and pull it out in front of your face. Just kind of anywhere in front of your face. You want to think of it as where your eyes converge. So your eyes don't just go out in straight lines. They converge and move around. So wherever you put it is mainly just a bit in front of your face. It should be fine. And now we're going to take this projection point that we just made back into the eye manager. We're back at the left eye, and cameraman has to come in. You're going to see right here, it says projection plane point, right here, right under side, projection plane point. Take eye manager projection point, drop in that spot. Bang. Now, if you go look at the blend shapes as they're being driven, there's something happening. And now we're going to show what's happening on the model. On our lovely model. His left eye is going to have slightly different. It's not going to be much, but you'll probably see slightly different. The lids are going to move just a bit on his left eye. Something it's subtle, but it adds a little bit more of a natural look to him. Depending on the avatar, it'll be more. Some things are going to be more prominent. Like I did it on my crux, and if you've noticed, if I'm looking down or up, the lids do move a little bit. If I'm looking down, of course, eye manager, I don't have eye tracking, so I have to try to make it do it. But you notice my eyebrows move up. Yeah, see when I look
There
up,
it
just like
goes.
that.
That was good.
And then when I look down, my lids come down because when you're looking down, you generally don't keep your lids wide open and show the whites of your eyes. See that? See if I'm looking at him, now you see the lids. So different avatars have different strengths to this. We've set up one side. We're gonna set up the other side real quick. It's the exact same process. You just see left, you go down, and then you just see right, and you just matter. You're in my way for that. We're gonna go right up goes to look up on the right side. Right goes to look right. Right down goes to look down. Right left goes to look left. Projection point goes to projection plane point. Bang. Now his eyes are all going to have that subtle movement to him as he looks around. And it should give the avatar a little bit more life. It's not much, but it gives it that little bit extra life to the avatar. This also works if you have face tracking. If you have face tracking, you don't need the projection point, but adding those blend shapes there will still drive. So if you're looking up, the blend shape will drive. Your eyebrows will move a little bit as long as the avatar has the blend shapes. Another thing which his already has set up, which is your pupils. Not all avatars have it set up, but a lot of them have blend shapes for pupil dilation. So if down here, you will see pupil size target. If you apply your pupil dilation to the pupil size target, the Neos will control your pupil dilation automatically on your avatar, and it generally just kind of arbitrarily makes them bigger and smaller, but it gives it your avatar, again, that little bit of subtle extra life, so it kind of gets out of the it kind of takes it away from that uncanny valley look. His already has it set up. A lot of Nicorata's already has it set up, but I've noticed Nicorata's avatars do not have the brow movements set up automatically, so you have to set those yourself. If you have the bat doll has everything set up except the projection point. So all you need to do for the bat doll is to set up the projection point, and it works. Something that probably not a lot of people know. However, hopefully that now people know, and they can do this really quickly on their avatars. It's actually not hard at all. Let's refer back to the chat as people are talking about it. Let's see. Is there a way to make camera or something detect brightness so you could fake the dilation?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, can I talk about this?
You can talk about it. Yes. We might need to move the camera.
Yeah, I need to move it out a little bit.
Move the camera so we can see you, cameraman.
Is there a way to put it back in manual? Or unless Glitch, you want to try out the Skycam?
We're gonna put a dog on the Skycam.
We're gonna put a dog on the Skycam.
No.
You could put the mug on the Skycam.
You don't? What do you have?
I'm on a CV1, as you've seen. How?
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Well, I
I
thought you
can
had
do
MX
it.
controllers though.
No. Well,
Is that the
I
same
don't.
controls? Like control scheme?
Well, control
Buttons
scheme, this is.
It's not hard. It's just they're the same as you would expect. It's really easy to get a hang of.
Let's see if Glitch is gonna
We
get
need to
stuck
make
in
it
there.
small. Is it connected? Yes.
Yes, it
Great.
is. You just
It's
you
not great.
vibrating our view here. You could try to sneak into here and be way too big.
Oh, you have to get on the anchor.
I'm strapping down my controller.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
There's throw
Let's see.
him
Oh,
around.
he's got movement. Oh no.
Oh, we're rolling.
oh.
We're rolling.
Now. All right,
Yeah,
we should not have given the dog
Hey.
controls.
Yeah.
Let's see. You try to get it back a little bit. See if you can. Why did we give the dog controls?
I don't know.
Why'd you do this? Why did you do this?
If you need to put it back.
All right,
at
next
center,
time. Next
you can
time
put
we're
you
on.
can hit the return button and it'll go back.
I,
So much
do we,
rolling.
I think he's having trouble using. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
We move it.
Oh,
We move
I
it.
got it.
Hey,
We're moving.
you got. Come on, coming in
We're
here. We
moving.
gotta get the newt dragon more in.
Does this work as a spot? Because it's slow as shit moving.
Yeah,
in.
I guess.
Yeah, I turned it down because it was closer, but that's fine with me. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Pupil dilation
So
thing.
something that I think is really cool. First, I did want to touch on the actual like driving that pupil dilation thing. If we get a close up of my eyes and then turn off the lights, that's the light button. Yeah. If we get a close up on my eyes and then put something bright in front of them, I have eye tracking. It will actually properly dilate the pupils. I'm gonna make it really
Really big.
bright so that it actually makes a difference. we spawned in the sun. Hello, everyone. We're getting up close and personal. Where did that light just go? Here it is.
I have it for you.
Okay.
Here it is.
No, I'll click it. Or unless you want to, I guess. We're gonna turn it off first, so you can watch my eyes get nice and big. That is the actual like pupil dilation of my actual proper eyes. Now, if we click that light, I don't know if it was drastic, but yeah,
It did move.
It goes.
Yeah.
It's visible enough.
So
You know
now,
what, I'll zoom in on one eye, so that
Oh, okay.
yeah.
now
I'll
I
just
think
stand still.
yeah, their question now would be to fake it.
Yes. So I talked to Lux Kitty yesterday, who is a great friend of pretty much everybody on the show, about that exact problem. So
We can probably
And I
go back
guess-
to studio lights.
it's pretty. Oh yeah, you can delete that little light orb. Oh no,
Like, yeah, you can't see the light button switch anymore. We turn the lights off.
is it on? Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Um,
I'm not gonna be on the floor. There we go. So, what you can do to kind of get an average of the light in the room, I wish there was like a node or something like that to see how many lights are affecting you and what their intensity is. But since there's not, a way to fake it is with logics. I'm gonna move this so that I can see it at the same time.
now
Detect brightness.
hopefully, hopefully we
there's
don't
not
blow their
really-
brains with logics
Yeah,
here.
there's not really a brightness thing, but yeah, that's pretty cool. The ears perking up. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Ooh.
But yeah, for going back to brightness, there's something you can do. I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see my logics panel. You can go into rendering, and there is a sample color node, which will allow you to sample the color of a point and a direction. It's basically like a tiny camera that will allow you to kind of get a glimpse of a color. What you can do, since this is just going to grab one point, you don't want it to just like, if it happens to get Wolf's black coat here, you don't want it to, dilate your pupils just because of that, or yeah, dilate your pupils just because of that one point. So what you can do is put like 3 or 5 of these and sample them all at the same time every like 5 seconds or something like that.
I've noticed this
and-
did the thing again. If
Oh,
some,
it did.
some
says world
logic,
layer.
some logics nodes and some logics tips will take the world's tag of the slot you're in and put it on there for I don't know what reason that's for yet. I've never seen a reason why. So if I got rid of the tag, it would actually work properly.
Yeah, right
Um,
there.
Yeah, it just does that. I don't know why. It's only some logics, not all of them.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, if you take it, I got rid of the tag on the layer system. So if you spawn that again, it should work.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know
just
why it does that.
removed it. But
I don't know why it does that, but it's so you're not confused.
Yeah.
This why it
This
said
is-
world
yeah.
layer.
What is world layer?
What is world layer
I'm
node?
going to take this out really quick, and I'm not going to explain a whole lot of the logics part, but basically this is just telling it when to do it. You can set this up on some kind of timer to do it every 5 seconds or something, and you can set up like 4 or 3 or 5 of these to just get an average of the rough color. You can take out, it'll spit out a color here, and you can see what the values are, and basically just make some logic to average the 3 or 5 values you have, and then find out how dark it is in comparison with, like, I don't know, like, I still haven't figured out how to make sure it's grayscale,
Yeah.
but I'm sure there's a node for that actually.
Crusher just said, yeah, you could have it sample a hidden white plane to have consistent values.
Oh, that's a great idea. There's also a luminance thing here, which, yeah, okay, so you can take the color and get a float value out for luminance, which obviously it's black right now, so it's going to be 0. But if we actually sampled this on a point, let's sample it at root for no reason. It's still 0.
We might need to actually sample a
Yeah.
unknown area, but
Hours of logics later.
yeah, in and out 5 minutes.
strategy for
Um,
In and out 5 minutes.
In and out 5 minutes. About 4 hours later, we're probably still talking about this. But
yeah, so I'm not gonna go into it any further, but that's the way I'm
Yeah.
at least gonna do it on my avatar. I had an idea where when it gets dark in a world, instead of my eyes dilating since I have eye tracking, it just makes it to where I can see in the dark.
Yeah.
So pull that out. Well, you can say whatever you're gonna say. I'm gonna pull out something real quick.
Yeah. So right, we've got. So you can. Long story short, there. Yes, you
Not
can. You can do the fake dilation. It takes a bit of logic, which might be more than we can get into within this time span of our
Dang it.
episode, and it might be boring to watch. So writing all those logics, yeah, it might be boring to watch. But the iManager setup here, something easy that anyone can do.
You guys use Logix and you've summoned the programmer behind you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we've summoned the programmer, but
Oh, I.
how long do we have till
There we go.
our mandatory
This is what I was
ad
looking
break?
Oh, let me check.
Also,
Ad starting soon, so we're about to go on the ads right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go on an ad break real quick.
needs to be more.
Yeah,
Okay. We'll do that right back. We'll be right back.
we're gonna have to be right back, and we're gonna get into
Dude.
some more stuff we could do to avatars.
Johannes did it.
Okay, ads
I'm
are going
going
right
to
now.
admit, I was sitting back earlier in the middle of them working on Mandarin. I'm like,
This is
man, it would be
pretty
so
cool.
funny to blend him right now.
Yeah.
I almost redeemed that early.
Welcome back to Chaos Plus. We've got we've got now gone over the iManager setup, how to do the iManager setup in most avatars. And now let's talk about some other things that people might not know. One thing, when I was newer, I did not know how to adjust my avatar to fit. Let's say you get an avatar and you don't like that your nose is in your view, or let's say you set up an avatar when you were a newbie and you had no idea what you were doing, and now you've done a bunch of edits to it, but then you're like, hey, my vision point is weird, or my tool shelves are in a weird spot, or why does my tooltip come out of a stupid area? And then these are little things that quality of life that somebody who's new or doesn't do much editing probably doesn't know how to do. Especially if it's just people like doing things for them, as is in Neo's tradition of someone makes mention and then someone else edits your avatar. Things that probably you should know, just how to set up. And I just did it today for Madarin on one of the avatars, is the viewpoint adjustment. Let's say you set it up and your camera is for your eyes is too far back or too far forward, and it just looks weird. It's very, very simple to do. All you need to do is not select the entire studio, but select your head, or your arm or whatever. You need to go back to your root. I dequipped instead of deselecting. So you go back to your root, and you're going to have your proxies. Your camera comes out of target under head proxy. You select that, and then you can move the target around in the head proxy, and that will move your camera position. That simple. Wherever you move that is wherever your camera moves. You'll also notice that your avatar moves a little bit back and forth because it locks to your head's position, but you move the head proxy and your camera doesn't move, which is also why when you've got that neck breaker or handshaker and you grab their head proxy and pull them away, their camera stays put, but their avatar goes that way. Because it's grabbing the head proxy. So moving that, you'll fix that. Yep. It has it in it, but I think it's smart to know how to do it, not just use Turk's tools, because using tools and setup, it's easy, but it's just a tool. More so how to do the things that how to do the actual things. Little, I don't think the just moving a head target is that advanced. Literally just moving a point.
Yeah. Plus, using the head setup stuff from Turk, it doesn't do this. I've had to do this here and there, or more. I've had Lux do it for me.
Yeah, I mean, this is just an easy.
Turk's made so many tools, and I don't know what all of them do because I don't know everything in US yet.
Yeah.
Woo.
Let's see. How to adjust the arm length multiplier that helps an avatar's arms are too short. Yeah. Arm length multiplier. I need to remember where that is. I never had to play with that, but I think isn't that under the VR? Isn't arm length multiplier under the VR IK? I believe it is. Yeah. That's something that new users are gonna look at this and go, "Oh God!" But don't need to know how to any of this. I actually need to find the arm length multiplier. It's somewhere. I just have to find it because every one of my avatars, the arms have been fine. What? Don't you are you gonna break out the the card, the VRIK card thing, I would no. Yeah, it's VRIK. It's VRIK avatar. Where is the actual arm length multiplayer? Arm length multiplier. There it is. Bang. Found it already. It's pretty simple.
There we go.
So we probably should get a zoom in on this, as we're trying to meme. We're trying to meme. Trying to have. Trying to have
Hold on.
serious discussions on how to adjust things.
Professionalism.
Professionalism. All right. So if your arms are really short, like let's say you put your arm out, and then your arm stops, but your real life hand continues going. Your arm length multiplier is what you want to adjust. This is my right. Let's say my left. Let's go to my left because I'm using my right. So if I play around with my arm length multiplier. Oh,
Noodle arm.
noodles.
Noodle arm.
Oh no. So
arm.
it changes your avatar's arm lengths. So if it doesn't, if it does that weird feeling, you can just kind of adjust it out just that little bit, and then it should feel a little bit better. As you see, it also noodles your arms a little bit.
Actually, I my arms like there's about 6 inches of example room. Do we want to use my arms for it, or
Your arms, if you're 6 inches, are probably going to become noodles.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's a way to change the way change the way it so it doesn't actually stretch your arm so much. You know, if you need to adjust your arm length, the arm length multiplier does work. Except you become, apparently, since I never had to do it, you also become a Neanderthal if you're too long there.
No, just
A Neanderthal.
When you use it,
Yes.
when you use it, your arms become something that Sloppy should be polishing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's under. So for some people that might not know exactly where that is and don't know how I got here, because I barely know how I got here. Why are you zooming into floppy?
This is not beautiful wife. This is not.
I
magnificent.
I swear, Floppy hates us at this point. But
He probably
doesn't-
does. He's become a living legend around the Context Plus studio. He's only been here once,
But
but
he
you
might
know,
not want that.
he does. If he doesn't want it, we want to do it more. So how did we get the arm length multiplier? I didn't know how I got
being a
here.
Cat. Cats hate being met, but
Yeah.
you just want to. The more that they hate it.
All right. To get to the arm length, it won't look as bad. I guess full extend when the hand is fully extended. Yeah. So I guess it really depends on the avatar too. If you have an avatar with really, really short arms, and like really, really short, then it might look a little awkward.
I mean, mine is.
I would play for a
example.
balance. Yeah, I would play for a balance of how it feels. So if it feels really weird, you can kind of increase your arm length. But then if it's like, oh god, like what's going on with my arms? Now they're huge noodles. So if it really bothers you, something you can adjust. But to adjust it, it's gonna be under your avatar's root. So it's the big thing. Mine's called Wolf Crux 2 B2 because that's what my avatar's called. But yours might, whatever your avatar is called, might be something .fbx, or if it's never been renamed. Go into that, you go down, you'll see VRIK, and then you scroll down, and you'll see your arms. You'll have left arm, and then you'll also have right arm, and it's called Arm Length MLP. It's the Arm Length My Little Pony. That will.
No, 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 no.
Bad.
Where is it? Where is it?
It is. It actually is MLP, but
It's
still bad.
MLP. So your arm length multiplier, then you can kind of slide that and adjust it, or type in numbers if you want to do it that way, and then you adjust your arm's
Numbers.
length. Numbers. Something really quick and simple. Another thing that's really, really simple, it's a little bit more advanced. Sometimes you could use Turk's tools for this for something simple, but if you don't have Turk's tools, can't find Turk's tools, it might be simpler just to know how to do this. Is setting up a near clip.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll have an avatar that maybe the snoot is huge and your camera is far enough back where half your vision's taken up by your nose, or you have hair that goes down in front of your vision and it just blocks your vision and you don't want to see it. You set up a near clip in that situation. You can put near clip anywhere. What you gonna say?
Someone gave me a tool to show how insane some people's eyes are. This is an eye finder.
Oh, I forgot to save that. I need that when
Why is yours in your
I'll
mouth?
give it to you as well. Huh? Yeah, my eyes are like in my mouth.
Why?
They're in the
Because
back of your head.
Peter did really ridiculous shit with the size of these avatars.
That's
Like, Raspberry's got them in a very normal spot. Here, Raspberry, look at the camera.
I gotta look them right.
Like,
yeah. You're just showing it for the stream.
yeah, it's fairly normal. Like,
I think mine are
Wolf's
whack.
out. Yeah, Wolf's is out.
This
Yours are out. Mine are inside my friggin' skull.
So, if you have your eyes within your own mouth, like glitch,
Like
this
a
is something
funny
that you
blue
need to
dog.
do.
Yeah.
Um,
I might have an avatar from when it isn't having the headset there, and I just call it Scoliosis Dog, because if you try and put it anywhere else, your entire body is just forward like this. And then when you reach your arms out, they only reach like this far because you're that far forward.
Grandma.
Scoliosis
Grandma
dog. So let's go back to how to do this real quick. This is really simple. It's a little bit more advanced if you don't have the tool. But it's simple enough where I could probably describe it in about a couple minutes. So I don't have any clips of this avatar. I'm just gonna set one up real quick to show you how to do it. And the easiest way to get it done, you just make a new slot. That way you can have your avatar settings. I already have an avatar settings slot, but I don't care. Pretend my avatar settings don't exist. You can make an avatar settings slot. I'm just gonna do it like this. You go up here, hit the star, and you have your root highlighted. Hit the star, make a child. Double click the child, and we're gonna rename it. And we're just gonna name it near.
Child.
Double click the child, make sure it's not orphaned. We're gonna
Please press
call it
violently on the child.
near clip. We're just gonna call it near clip. From
Yes, we
there,
do. Yes, we do.
From there- oh god, this is chaos plus. From there, we go down to attach component, and we're gonna have this little guy right
Ooh.
here. Oh, I know, hard to keep it. We're gonna go
Wait,
down.
now I'm focused on it.
Yeah, we're gonna go down to users, common avatar system, if I recall.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm stopping that.
Then I've got to remember where it is. What was it called again? This is taking a while for me to remember.
Hold on, I got something cool.
What do you get? What do you got?
If you ever can't find a node.
Oh, you got that.
Oh, it's backwards. Oh no. Hey chat,
What?
look at yourself. Say hi.
What?
Say hi, chat.
What did I call
Oh,
it?
no,
What
you're
was it
breaking
called again?
immersion.
Avatar render settings. I'm an idiot. Thank you. I brain fart too. I'm on camera, but This is why Twitch chat helps my brain.
They do your job for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing my job for me. I remembered it was called something in there, like Avatar something, and then my brain just completely died.
Alright.
No, okay, go. Let's go. Let's come. Let's come. Let's come show the thing. So
Let's come.
PG.
PG.
We're gonna get kicked off of Twitch.
Before we
But-
get kicked off of Twitch, we need to fulfill our obligation of blood.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh, did somebody redeem it?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Draconis redeemed it a while ago.
I was hoping you were going to forget.
I was.
You're not allowed to let that happen. People paid hard-earned channel points for that.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Okay, while we are doing
Looking at
avatar
us.
render settings, let's just let's get Mattern in the blender that he made.
We're putting
Alright.
matter in
Yeah, it's kind of mean that we made him make the blender because it's used on him. That's digging your own grave.
Yeah, we literally made him
ironic-
dig his own grave.
Terrible.
The ironic part is I'm the one who thought of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did you?
This
So,
this
so
was
it's
specifically
equivalent
designed
of-
for
it's
me.
equivalent of you deciding to dig your own grave and then being like, "Oh no, why are you lowering me into my own grave?"
Oh
Whoever
no,
could've
why are
done
you using the
this?
thing
no.
I made? Why
No,
would you dare use this object? What you thought
Yeah.
it'd be funny? Oh. Well, if I if
Okay,
I were in
so
the same
we're gonna-
realm.
All right, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna
Got
point.
enough
We're gonna
I don't
point
have
at the
enough
avatar
time.
render settings, and we're going to near clip Mattern.
This isn't how this works. Don't help.
He's been clipped. So that's what near clip does. It blends everything that's close to you. So
That's totally how this game works.
That's what a blender does.
that's how you blend your friends. So for near clip, once you have that and your brain isn't completely dead in your skull, you have a near clip value, and you just turn on near clip by checking that off. Near clip is on, and then whatever number you set in here is just where the cutoff point is in this experiment with it, with like small numbers. So 0.2 doesn't do anything for me. So
You know what you could have done? You could have applied a near clip to the camera.
We could do that.
we could near clip the everything.
I become smart when I die.
Okay, we could apply near clip to camera, but
Heard him to be
Show you what it looks like.
yeah, as a way to show like how it's clipping.
Don't listen to me. Don't
Go inside of. Wait, where did the other avatar go?
Oh,
That
I got
deleted.
rid of it a while ago. Why?
I was gonna put it inside of its head and then show how clipping works.
Okay, let me do it this way.
Yeah, that works.
Roughly where the eyes would be, and hopefully with the right FOV.
We are trying
And
to
FPS.
learn. We're trying to learn here, and we're trying to show things. And then we're like, this would be a good idea. Then we take way too long to set it up, and then no one watches anymore.
Again, welcome to Neos.
Yeah,
You
in and
start
out,
with
10
one goal,
minutes.
and then like there's already been times where I'm like, oh, you know what? I should hop in here and I should work on like making this little tiny project of an avatar, and then I build a store,
okay. So
build an entire fucking building.
yeah, so
Yes.
we get that. Now,
Yes.
how are we gonna set up the near clip on the camera while we're streaming like this?
Painfully.
Try to grab the camera here. I got a collider.
That's it.
Where would I set the near clip on the camera?
Neos
Because that's
cam?
an avatar. I know it has one somewhere, doesn't it? Already?
Yeah, it does because look, it's clipping right now.
But where? Well, that's what you would see. Oh, I think it's called deer and far plane on the camera component.
Thanks again, Twitch chat.
Thanks again,
Yes.
Crusher. You are helping us. Just get you
go-
here.
Go back.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah,
the
when
main
are we gonna
body.
get Crusher on the show?
Yeah, Crusher, you're just gonna be here. You're gonna do it for us. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's a root node. Camera blend.
We definitely need more
Mesh.
people on the stage.
How many people do we need? Camera.
Ball.
Near and far plane. Where is it? Near. Oh, default near clip, default far clip.
Literally only ever.
Is that gonna be it?
Literally, people only see Yagizzy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Man, it's been
All
ages
right,
since
so I
I've seen
found it.
WebDriver Torso.
All right, I found it. It wasn't called near and far plane. Ha 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 ha. Okay, but yeah, it was right on the camera component. So let's just say this is a bad near clip setup. Like, imagine seeing this every time you walk around. This would be frightening, especially if you're glitch and you were viewing out the inside of your mouth.
Well, yeah. For my near clip though, my near clip just shows me my nostrils. Like,
Yeah. So
it's just that in my face, so I know where my nose is pointing.
So if we're gonna adjust the near clip settings on that, which this is a camera, so
Alright,
let's
cool,
just
cool.
let's
Alright, cool.
let's do this. Let's say
Go on stage. Get on stage.
if we set
animal.
the near clip to
Whoops.
like 0.1 right here, we have to go to the camera setup and do that. Where did I lose it? Why did I lose it? Okay, here it is.
Where did I lose it?
If we set that to 0.1 there, bang. Now you don't see everything here. You can see the hand. It's this hand that you can see. You can see the actual hand here, but it's not seeing the snoot. And then you see
So
it's
now-
clipping my finger.
So let's see.
But-
Watch. We'll do this now.
Did anything change?
We'll back up just so that way it can be
What?
the same. But now you can go like this.
It looks the same. Oh, okay. On this, we got to go to ads in 2 minutes, by the way. But
Yeah, you can see it on the monitors.
that actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
On this monitor, I don't know if you guys probably can't see this
We
monitor.
can't see
but
it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's a
it has
different- it's a-
special near clip on it.
it's a different camera object. That's why.
Yeah.
m-
That looks
But
really cool though.
yeah,
Ads in
that's how
2:30.
That's how near clip works. That's kind of a
Oh my
quick.
gosh! Oh my gosh! Who's moving me?
I didn't.
He grabbed
mean
the
to.
camera.
Undo!
Undo. Don't grab the camera.
I meant to
I
grab.
got teleported outside of the room. That was scary.
I meant to grab
We
this.
do have to go to ads
I can
though.
go over
That, again, in and out, 2 minutes. We spent how
Oh,
long
yeah,
on
here
near
it
clip? Yeah, in and out. And we spent too long on near clip, but
It's fine. It's important.
yeah.
Some people don't like
it's-
seeing their nose.
it's
See,
completely
here's the
fine.
thing though. Why wouldn't you want to see your nose? You're in an avatar where
I like
you
seeing
have
my
a big
nose.
snoot. Like, look.
Okay, wait.
I know.
Can,
I like seeing the snoot, but
I love
sometimes you have
immersion.
like some people like to have their emo hair.
that's
See, I can
one
see
thing.
my hair, but it's not great. I wish I
So-
could.
Let me explain it like this. The reason why some people don't like to see it is like in my case, I'm on a potato. My
Yeah.
nose lags behind my actual vision. It's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
disorienting
Yeah, that's true.
because I move my head down and my nose then moves down. So in that instance, yeah, but then hair.
You should just get a better computer.
He should have. Literally, there's so much there's so much arguments to that freaking.
So
Shut up.
This is how-
More,
it-
though, does Matter need a new computer more than I need a headset, or which?
He
needs
We
a
gotta
headset.
Decide who gets first.
wait. I know how to solve this. Before we go to ads, we're gonna solve this problem. Matterin,
50
you
seconds.
don't have you don't have a good computer, but now you have two headsets. Send one of them to him.
Oh, I thought that we were going to argue and everything, and I was going to be like, oh no, oh the poor husky, he needs to go in the blender. Oh no.
Honestly, the Rift
But-
is worse in terms of the mic.
But
It is.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it,
no,
it,
no,
it at
I-
least has a mic.
I would
Actually,
rather
hold
stand
on.
this
I have a
garbage.
caveat. We have like 20
3
seconds. 20 seconds. The Vive mic is the worst, but the Rift has the worst problems with the mic itself. It sounds good, but it fucks up a lot.
Yeah. All right. Let's cut to ads.
Ads.
We'll get
10
into
seconds,
some.
9 seconds.
Let's go to ads. We'll be right
Ads
back.
back.
We'll get into more complicated stuff after this. And we are back again. We've covered the basic stuff. There's just a volley sitting next to me now. things happen when we're on ad break, and I don't want to talk about all the crazy shit that happens here.
I'm gonna start recording the
13
in-betweens
different
again.
topics and 4 different tangents. That's what just happened.
Yeah,
We need our ADD breaks.
Yeah, they are ADHD breaks. Our
Yeah.
brains completely disable.
The Twitch chat gets AD breaks, we get ADD breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
Yeah, I like that.
And Mr. Megatronics gets ADHD breaks. It's ADD but higher quality.
yeah,
Yes.
ADHD. Oh, why not ADQHD?
ADHD.
Oh my
So-
gosh.
So, we've got some other things we could talk about that is avatar related that gives your avatar a little bit more life. But I don't know if it's going to be too complicated. It's going to definitely take a little bit more time to cover. For me, if you've noticed, one thing I did was an ear manager that moved my ears around when I moved my head. And I know we've had a comment in the chat about their ears perking during the voice when they hear voices by using the meters. Mine is not that. Doesn't do that. It just moves my ears based on relative position of my head. I don't know if anyone wants to see how that works. I can kind of try to pull it out and explain exactly how that works. I'm going to leave that to the Twitch chat if you want to see how that works, or if you have a topic that you want to have covered here that may be something you're struggling with that we could help out about your avatar, or if you have something cool you want to try to have us talk about. Maybe you have something really cool with an avatar system that you want to show other people. Maybe we can drag you into the studio and have you show it off to other people. That's another thing. So Twitch chat, please reply as soon as you hear this. I don't know what the lag behind is. If you don't reply, we're going to make your choice for you.
Yeah. While
absolutely.
we wait for them to reply, Magmorta mentioned Alien Rescue and is saying that we have fun when we're there.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun on Alien Rescue. I have talked with Jason a little bit recently, so we will
Took
be.
part as an iBot though. I
Yeah.
mean, what part does the iBot play? Like, how much?
Yes,
was that
no.
fun?
The iBot is the
Weren't you
camera and
here
also
for the
Yeah,
episode?
you were here.
Yeah. I want to know from his experience.
Yeah.
Come on, it's called being sociable.
That's
Oh,
no,
no,
big-
you're
Too close. Too close.
you've hit the clipping.
No.
So chat hasn't responded yet. I don't know if it's just that lagged behind or if
No.
no,
People just aren't typing.
you're just not gonna type.
Oh,
Yeah, you
hey,
hope
we
he
got a
has it.
response from Mag.
Basically,
Yeah,
yeah,
not about what we're gonna cover next, but
Not about
so
what we're going to cover.
Okay.
I would talk about the well, we could talk about gesture systems too.
Oh yes.
Something that wow, you're having too much fun with that. Something that people would want to have. So like you're just editing yourself while we're talking, but
I can kind of enjoy
In theme.
the gesture system one.
what happened?
You have an insane gesture system. I want you to show yours.
You want me to show
um,
my gesture system?
yeah,
Oh no,
One,
no, no,
one
no,
time
no,
that
no,
I
no,
can.
We got a suggestion from.
Oh wait, is there stuff we can
a
done to tails
subscriber.
like wag? Yes, actually,
Yes.
yes. A wiggler.
I gotta bring out my avatar. Hold on.
Do I take camera?
My avatar.
So, you can actually have. There is a component called a wiggler that you can attach to a bone, and it'll just move it around.
More like
Um,
Waggler. Am I right?
I did not know
Oh my gosh.
Do you want me
Hold
on
on.
camera so you can?
Yeah. So you could do it.
You can.
You can a few ways, but I think the easiest way for a quick wag, a little bit of twitching, is a wiggler.
that. Rexy, I'm jumping.
Matter in your guinea pig.
I'm on
Please.
stage now.
So,
I'm not getting on stage. No, I'm not doing it.
all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this with Matterin just as a Where's which is tail root? Need maybe a little bit further down on tail one.
Alright. I want to show this off.
What are you showing off now?
When I smile, my tail wags. I'm gonna turn around.
You gotta back tail.
Yeah,
I
we
moved
saw
too far away.
Swishes, and then you just bounced.
I fucked up.
So where was that wiggler again? Is it under physics?
I get the waggy tail when I get happy.
Drivers, I think.
Did you use a wiggler for that, or what did you
Transform.
use?
I don't know. I didn't do it. This is just the base Rex
There
avatar.
it is. Transform drivers. You got wiggler. So
I'm
to
helpful.
and a very easy. That'd be a very, very easy component to add.
Don't make me do it. I'll do it.
Probably
Ah, shoot.
Oh gosh.
let's
You know what? I think
I
if
really like
that has
this.
enough empty space around it, we could just cut that out and make that your next booper on a rare.
Wait, what are we cutting out and doing where with it?
So there was enough empty space of nobody saying anything as you said newt that we could just cut the audio out and put it on his booper as a rare, so that when
that's true.
everybody newts on his booper, it could just cut to
What
you
was that?
trying and failing.
look at his tail.
But the funny thing though is it's my voice that the booper.
Rotation. We need to adjust that rotation. That rotation is wrong.
I went to grab his tail, but I forgot that I have the handshaker. So I could just
This is the trailing show.
limbs.
-90. Need to actually. I didn't save what the rotations were before, which I probably should have done.
I'm a scorpion now. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, you're
It's a hat.
120.
That.
And now it's the
Well, this is okay. Before you do this, make sure you save the actual rotations of what you're doing it on. But you set the wiggler on a rotation of a bone, and speed and magnitude and
really-
seed.
You really don't need to zoom in much farther than that.
Zoom into his butt.
Don't need to.
But
Unnecessary.
I
It's
think-
unnecessary.
I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna play with buttons here. 'Cause I never messed with the
no, you're gonna
wiggler.
play with butt.
I never messed with the wiggler
Shit.
personally.
No. I was zooming in on the no. I was zooming in on the gizmo. We needed to show what the gizmo looked like. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Busy.
totally.
It looks like this.
Oh, hey, you
I
can
don't-
see me back here. Hi.
What if I just turn these up? Just turn them way up. Just. Oh Jesus! Oh God!
Someone
Look
got-
at his butt! Look at his butt go! He is vibrating.
What?
All right.
Oh boy.
Hey guys, I found my cell phone.
So, that's the magnitude. So that is the wrong
Magnitude.
wiggle.
This is not the kind of wiggle we're looking for.
Why?
It kind of starts.
You caught in a
Moving.
volley.
It's moving a bit.
Oh, hi.
So there, I've added a tail wag with the wiggler like that. Very little. If you zoom in on his butt,
Will do.
Um,
You don't have to tell me twice.
I thought you were straight.
Yeah,
So-
straight up pony.
So if you've noticed,
Yeah, there you go.
adding
There you
adding
go.
a wiggler does add a little bit of a tail wag. To do that quickly, I just kind of played around with it. There's a lot of settings you can play with.
You
So
could
he's gonna.
also probably put the same wiggle on like every bone as well, so that it wiggles more than just base.
Yeah, no, you can't because the other ones are being driven by dynamic bones.
Yeah, the dynamic bones is what you'd have to mess with that.
Yeah, but So what you want to do is on your
Oh, yeah,
dynamic
we didn't
bone
actually
chain.
show in the inspector what you were doing.
Yeah, you. So I did put this on the wrong bone here, but that's fine. So the wiggler is what you want. To get to the wiggler, I'm gonna try to get this. So
Okay, hold on. So there's also a distinction that we should be making here. There's things called
still
wiggler,
want-
wobbler, and spanner. Not spanner.
Yeah.
Panner. Panner will go back and forth. Wobbler will wiggler, sorry. Wiggler will kind of wiggle it, and
Yeah.
then wobbler will change the scale of something so it makes it look like it's wobbling.
yeah, wobbler go woo, wiggle go woo. But you want
The
wiggler.
creeps and the creeps.
Yeah.
But that wiggler is going to be under transform. So if you go down here, you'll find transform. You gotta get a zoom in on that so people can see on the stream. It's gonna be under transform. It's gonna be drivers, and it's going to be called wiggler. When you add that, there's your wobblers. But when you add that to a slot, you're gonna end up with this wiggler, and update order. What you're going to do here is offset is the original rotation of the bone you want. Before you set the target, set the rotation of your wiggler to that, so you don't throw it off like I did. Don't make my mistakes. Learn from my mistakes.
Haven't
So once you
turned
set
into a
your-
scorpion.
Once you set the base rotations here, go to the I have to just try and get this so people can see. You're gonna go to the bone that you want it on, and you're gonna grab rotation off of that bone. So you see rotation here. I put the wiggler under tail 1 because I thought I was gonna put underneath there, and I didn't. But you put that in the target slot, and you let go, and then it's gonna be rotation on that bone, tail root. Then speed is going to be how fast it moves back and forth. And then magnitude is how much it'll rotate on that axis. So you want to set your speed maybe a little low. You can have these values driven by logics or other components to speed them up, slow them down, or do whatever. But a very basic wiggler will wiggle his butt like this. So play around with wiggler and play around with what bones to drive with it. You cannot drive dynamic bones with a wiggler. They're already being driven. That's frightening. Why it looks like you're oh no.
I
It's
turned
really
it to
bad.
200.
The magnitude.
So,
How about-
Magnitude.
we don't have a budget for sound effects, so if you want to add sound effects, just take a water bottle, empty it out, and just start crunching it.
We're just gonna delete that. No more playing with your butt. That is how you add a quick wag. If that was able to be
wag.
followed,
Yeah.
hopefully it answered your question. So we got that. We have a call for me to show my stupid gesture system, which is in my public folder, by the way. It only works on index controllers. Might be a little complicated to show on stream. I might crash somebody if I load it out.
It'll crash
We're
me.
looking at you, Matter.
We're looking at Umattering, and we're also looking at our graphics operator who might crash out.
It's true.
So the one that's on my Crux though isn't the latest one. It is a version that I have. But it's not my latest version. My latest version's in my public folder, which is called Chaotic Chimera Creations. Have fun finding that one. Ask me for it. I'll pass it to you. It's not in those searchers or whatever. You're gonna have to find it from me or someone that has it already.
What's going to be the license on it?
What's the license on mine?
Yeah,
Neo standard license.
Would it be able to be Chaotic Chimera Creations with the CC license? So it's CC
I don't know if
Creative
it's-
Commons.
I don't know if I can put Creative Commons because I usually do things. I usually do things under the GNU public license. Whenever I do
Oh,
code,
so it's CC GNU.
GNU GPL. It's GPL. But so
if it's GNU first, it just becomes GNU.
yeah. So that gesture system. Why don't I actually? We can do it. All right, hold on. I could show the gesture system, but I can show it in two ways, and I don't know which way you want to see it because you're the one who called it.
Show the nodes.
He wants to
Show
show the
us your
nodes.
nodes.
All right, he wants to see the nodes.
So what's your
Um,
nodes?
All right, I'm going to
bid
come up
you
here for a
all
second.
Farewell.
If the stream dies, I
Blame the funny
apologize.
blue dog.
I don't.
It's going to be
You
Glitch's
can still
fault.
see him.
I agree.
It's going to be Glitch's fault.
Save me.
So you can access this in.
Hold on, chat.
You can access this in my public
channel is
folder.
Just Raspberry croissanting themselves.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you give
Raspberry
yourself a
giving
croissant?
himself a croissant. But why don't I break out the one that's in my public folder? This is the one that's not set up on an avatar right now. It is 17 megabytes, so it has some logics in it. My little package just says place in avatar root. It doesn't really cover what you need to do with it that much because I haven't made a video on this yet. It's still version 0.0.2 alpha, so not really.
Red print. Red print.
We're going to.
Red print.
Oh, I'm being harassed about that. Let me preface this. We've been covering some pretty simple stuff. We've been covering some pretty simple stuff up until this point. This is going to be considered extremely complicated, and I apologize.
Jesus Christ.
You do not need to do this for a gesture system. So what my gesture system is, it's called the modular gesture system, and it is set up so it can give you 1,024 different bun-shaped drives and a modular base that you can set up for any avatar very quickly.
Wonder where you got that name from.
No, I do things modular. It's not from that. I always code things modular.
And I'm the one trying to keep it PG
You know,
here.
you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, so the modular gesture system, it has some logics to do the modularity of it, and that's where its complication comes from. If we go over to the controller input of this, and this is why we might die.
Zoom in on that node count.
If you go into the controller input,
Oh my god, it's not 420.
Oh no.
No.
it's close.
Too many
Okay,
relays.
You do this.
There's a few nodes for the controller input. It's not all nodes that do something. There are definitely a
yeah,
lot of
relays
nodes.
count
There's a lot
too.
of relays that count. I do very, very organized logics, but it uses a lot of relays. So before I kill everybody, let's go down with what to do before we jump into the logics of this and how this works. I did set this up so you don't need to use any logics to your gesture system. You just need to put this on your avatar. So we go into gestures, and there's something called gestures template. So when you put this on your avatar, all you need to do is go into gestures template. You're going to see a lot of settings here. You don't need to worry about the dynamic variable space or fingers rec. This is something else. What you do need to worry about is what your gesture is going to be, and I want to do a little bit better UI for this. So right now it's all this way. They're called gesture index down R or middle down R, similar, so on and so forth. What that references, because it's an index controller gesture system, Those are referencing your fingers index down like this, each one. So if the value is checked off, that gesture that you're going to be making is going to reference that has to have that finger down. If you go down all of those, so there's going to be 8 of those settings for all 8 fingers that it registers. At the bottom of this is going to be called gesture exclusive. That means that when you have those fingers down, let's say you set it so your ring and middle finger on your right hand are down. You're given the rock and roll symbol, right? That is the setting. If you set gesture exclusive, when you're holding the rock and roll in your right hand, that's it. If you put any other fingers down on any other hand, or put like this, you do this, or do this on your other hand, it will disable that gesture. So you have to do this on this gesture.
Think of it as like 18 or 19 if you're counting on your fingers for binary.
Yeah, so exclusively only those fingers down. Then once you set that, you go down to the blend shapes. We're going to kill them right before the ads or after the ads, or we're going to bring it out during the ads. I don't know. But to see if we crash. But
let's finish explaining the configuration, go to ads, and then do logics.
All right. So then this is your blend shape drives. You put the blend shapes you want to drive in any of these slots, and you can copy these slots if you want to. So if you want to drive multiple blend shapes, if you want to drive multiple blend shapes, all you have to do is duplicate any of these variables, keep it the same name, and just put a different target. So you can have multiple blend shapes driven off the same variable. T pad U analog R,
or you could use a value multi-driver.
You could do that too, but you can also just duplicate it. It depends on which way you want to do it, but
value multi-driver is less resource intensive.
Do value multi-driver then, but whatever. You can just drive this. It's just all this is referencing the dynamic variable. So gesture T-pad U analog R means touchpad analog up. So from the center of your touchpad up is 0 to 1. T-pad U analog, T-pad D analog R is down. So you can control with that gesture, you can control an analog signal up, analog signal down on both right hand and left hand. And gesture binary is just the moment you make that gesture, a 0 to 1 value comes out to drive that blend shape. So no gesture 0 with gesture 1. The other thing that you can adjust on this, other than this template, because you want to duplicate this template, do your gesture setup. This is a template for any gesture you want to set. You can set as many as you want. The next thing that you can set, if you don't like some of the stuff, gesture system variables. Now, gesture transition speed is another variable, and by adjusting that, you're adjusting the speed at which your gestures transition at. So your gestures will go faster or slower, and so you don't snap. So if it's going too fast, you can slow the speed down, or if it's going too slow, you can speed it up. Just how you ever feel. I found that 4 seems to fit the best for most of situations. It's fast enough, but it's smooth enough. But you don't like it, you can adjust it right there. Nothing's hard coded, so you can just adjust it. Does use a lot of dynamic variables, but anything's adjustable without looking into the logics. However, we can go into how the logics works after the break, because someone's going to die. I hope it's glitch.
You know full well it's not going to be glitch.
It's not going to be glitch, but it's probably going to be our most potato computers. I'll bring out the red print. Yeah, glitch. I know.
Okay. 30 seconds. So go ahead and go.
Yeah, we're gonna go to ads. We'll be right back. I'm gonna bring up the red print on how this works. Hopefully, this is entertaining to you.
Bye.
This is Glitch's problem.
Help me.
And we're back. So this is Glitch's fault.
Yay!
This is my logics. Let's go over to what the controller input does. That's the gesture thing. Don't mind the it just firing away. This is that crazy controller input. This is my logics. Enjoy. I don't even know where to start with trying to yeah, that's just about it.
Hopefully everybody sees why I wanted you to show this. That's the fucking cleanest logics I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my
Don't-
days,
hey,
yes.
don't you
Love it.
when June came in here and
Yeah.
spawned like what was it?
The spaghetti.
Yeah.
It was literally just a bunch of relays that did absolutely nothing, but they were in like a really, really nice pattern.
It is a lot of relays, but that's just because I wanted it organized and I got out of hand.
A little.
Out of both hands on index controllers.
Yeah, so it does look pretty. It's just mostly relays.
We should show them orb, sphere organized.
Spherical logics.
Sphere
Yeah.
logic.
Cursed logics.
So
Crusher,
it
that's a
isn't
lot of
as-
relays. Yeah, it is.
it
Let's
isn't
count.
as
There's-
crazy.
Let's count.
There's 10 right there.
Yeah,
Every time that the spherical logic is mentioned, I always want to bring in one image that I can never find. It's just labeled Italian spaghetti code, and it's just like a chef taking a plate of spaghetti and shoving it in a 5-inch floppy drive. Fucking beautiful.
No.
so logics. This logics is the gesture system. It is kind of heavy, and I think I could make it better, but it would not look as organized. So it's just detecting your finger positions. I don't have enough time to even go into that, I think. It detects your finger positions
What are you
and the
doing?
index controllers.
About 13 minutes.
If you've noticed, the keen-eyed among you may have noticed that I'm also writing a variable that my template does not use yet. That's because left and right on the touchpads are also written to the dynamic variables for inputs, but I don't have it in my template just yet. That I use that for toe controls, so you can wiggle your toes around, and you can also use it for tails to move your tail around. But I don't have that in my template just yet. That is planned for tail control.
I have an NSFW suggestion for tail control. I'm sure just by saying it that way, people know what I'm going to suggest.
No.
So leave it there.
The system also composes this all to a byte and writes it to a dynamic variable. If you don't know logics, this isn't the first thing. This is not where you want to start.
Then this is just colors.
Yeah.
Pretty
This
colors.
This would take a while to explain exactly how it do. But it takes all of this and puts it to dynamic variables that I can reference.
That's a shot. Look at that.
Yeah.
All these logics, and you just.
Welcome to Neos, by the way. This is
Yeah.
Neos. So if we go over to the template, this is the template over here, and they keep putting the meme on here. This is the template that is fired, that is on each one of those slots, the template slots, and
Do
it's
some funny bite things.
yeah, it do bit masking. So it grabs the bit mask and compares it, so it knows where to what to do and when. There are some optimizations I can make to this, I believe. Running the smooth lerp and fire on change is making it fire a little too much, and I need to probably clamp it. But it's like it's moving such small variables. It's firing when it really doesn't need to be.
Fire.
But
What?
Fire.
Oh gosh, he's on fire.
He set my thing on fire.
Put it out.
Fine.
Put it in the. Don't bring it towards the camera.
He
Yeah.
discovers
Or
fire.
chat, man.
I can't see where the camera is. It's too bright. I can't
But
see
yeah.
anything.
It's almost like a flow chart. Yes, it's kind of how I organized it is like as I'm thinking about how things go, it's just kind of goes out in like a flow chart. So,
Delete the fire. Oh my gosh.
it keeps
Oh
my
my gosh.
brain in check as I'm writing. And then
Fun.
before we go, I was talking about the
Don't
ear
have
manager
caught
setup is
fire.
actually part of the earlier version, and I want to make this easier for people to use. Is the ear manager? Did not need rights at all. Dynamic variable drivers are pretty neat. Not serious systems necessarily right. Could be optimized, although he said you can be set for all logics. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, anything could be optimized, and you get coders in a room all together. They're going to argue about how to do something, but each way works.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's why you need one person to be the leader or manager.
yeah.
That's how.
So,
I love that about this job.
so yeah. There's definitely ways. I do a lot of writes. The reason I'm writing the variables is just because it's a modular system. Nothing should be done. It should be directly driven. Everything should be written and be able to be copied and changed and moved around. Is it the most optimal way to do it? Probably not right now, especially with the amount of relays that I do. But you know, the other thing. I mean, who needs space on their cloud
20 relays
storage?
just right here, and there's 20 more over here.
Yeah, there's a lot of relays, but that's because I wanted to keep the variable names all together, so they're not scattered across the script. I wanted it all like in one spot, so that's just comes from coding. I have all of my globals on top. I wanted all of my like variables like bang right there. I can see all the names.
You know what's funny is you could have put all of these where instead of all the relays, you could just put those right here
Yeah,
facing
I was
upwards
just
and facing downwards.
I was just explaining though. I wanted these all on the same part of the script, so I wanted them all on one side and not scattered through.
Very well.
But that's just my brain. But if we go into the next thing, which is the ear manager, which I wrote for this. What I wrote for this avatar specifically, and that's what makes the ears move around.
7 minutes.
We got 7 minutes. This is part of the gesture system that I want to do. Again, this is something that gestures doesn't need to be this complicated. This is just something that I made to try to make gestures simpler for the end user, not for the writer.
Easter egg.
Yeah, you're hitting the Easter egg. So unpack that. Going.
Ah!
Oh,
people can
why
even
didn't
hear
why didn't we close the others? Thank you.
I was already ahead of you.
Closing them also does pretty bad stuff too. But
Better than leaving 4 panels open with 60 to
Delete
100.
the red prints, like the actual red prints.
Hey, at least every red print is like 1/10 of a Chrome tab.
yeah, all right. Again, if you notice my coding style, it has a few relays. But this is the ear manager system, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this. There's always a better way to do it. Again, because it's a modular system, it uses lots of dynamics. But this is checking the head position and relative position to your hips. So if your hips are rotated, it means your head's at that same rotation. You know, it's just checking the relative positions of your head and your body. That's what this is doing. And it's just checking your head tilt. If your head's tilted one way or the other, forward, backward. And this is the ear drive. So this is for right ear only. And you have your settings, and it goes through that. It goes through some lerps.
Lerp.
Lots of lerps.
Derp. Lerp.
This hopefully, it was really easy to set up on my avatar again, like the specific avatar, because all my settings were all saved. The problem is when you go to set up for your avatar, if you want to use my ear manager setup. So ear manager drivers is pretty simple. It's just which ear is your right, which ear is your left, and the rotations. Rather simple. The hard part is the dynamic variables. A lot of them. So every one of these is a position for your ear. For each ear, right and left. Your maximum forward, your maximum backward, maximum outs, maximum ins. You manually set up your ears so it looks good. Enter in the values here.
And you the triangles.
And then your other things here is head up max, head down max, head tilt left max, head tilt right max, which is like your maximum tilt that you do each way. And then once that's all set up and your drivers are set, this will control your ears completely. And do what's happening on my head. More gesture stuff. Ears moving around and face moving around, having your gestures. My gesture system, I forgot to mention, is activated by pushing both the touchpads, and then you'll see that the gestures work. Let's see, where is it? Make sure I'm enabled. Why isn't it not working? Come on. I don't know why it's not working right now. This is the one I didn't optimize yet. Fuck. Okay, I might have not optimized this one yet. I don't know why it's not working. Because remember, this is the old version, not the new version. I have to switch over to the Durgo doll, my other avatar that has the new version already set up on it. But I thought I updated that on this one, but apparently not. No, I didn't update it on this. Oh wait, I did. Haha, I got it. Okay, my gesture system's working. I had to check my own camera. Yeah. I'm not that good at I don't have face cam yet on it, so that's something I need to set up. We'll figure that out another day. But with the gesture system, if my controllers would stay calibrated, which is an index controller problem. I never thought about the calibration. I can growl at people. I can growl at Matarin. Sir. But with the analog controls, and then you can do that. You can mix gestures together and analog, so it's giant coffee. It's useful, but okay.
The Mugman again.
Problem solved.
Yeah,
There's no
problem solved.
The
one
problem
minute.
wasn't with.
We got a minute. We're hopefully this was actually educational in some way before all chaos broke loose. And before Blue Dog told me to break out my gesture system, I wasn't going to show it, but Blue Dog told me to.
Sexy red print.
What did you call it?
Kid sexy red
Sexy
print.
red print.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't gonna bring this out because it's not, but at least there is things to do. It's just other.
Like comparing how you do logics and how I do.
Yeah, that's.
I wish I had my gesture system.
Relays.
Stuff like this. I appreciate the beauty while I'm in a headset held together with little zip ties now.
Yeah. It looks pretty, okay?
Yeah.
And it's easy to follow. One, dang, and you know exactly where it goes. It turn into a mess, and you go, "Oh crap, where does it go?" It separates all of them out, but it's not as not. It's a little heavier than just having any relays. A little heavier. You don't need to do that crazy stuff with gestures, though. You can literally just make it like squeeze and then or finger point or something. You don't need to go crazy dynamic. But hopefully this has been educational. If you guys like this type of stuff, we can do more themed stuff about creating and how to do things. We can bring in guests. We can bring in Crusher, apparently. And we can have people show off things, teach things, maybe have other hosts, people that are experienced in certain things, showing off what they know. If you guys like this, please let us know, and we'll do more in the future.
I honestly, my brain immediately went to, if you like this video,
Please like and subscribe. Smash that like
please
button.
like
Hit
and
that
subscribe.
bell.
Donate to our cause.
Hit that bell, and so you get those notifications.
Okay.
And subscribe to our Patreon to feed the Mugman pennies.
We don't have
Only
Patreon yet.
Patreon yet. We need it.
Don't look for context plus Patreon
Yeah,
just yet.
we don't Patreon just yet, but we need to give him pennies, and apparently we need to get glitch and index.
Can I show my headset currently? Like,
We have like
As-
0 minutes left, and you're gonna go off on
Yeah.
a tangent.
For the form
it
of
would be a
charity.
second.
Or
In and-
should we say,
in
if
and
you
out.
want to see it, join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord if you guys want to see his headset. How about that?
No, because people don't
Who
like
is
to join
this?
Discords. I hate Discords.
This is the level of professionalism we have gotten to. We have Mugman carrying around a mug, Newt zooming in on himself, going, "Oh, who's this guy?"
And you purging all the
I'll zoom it on
heretics by
YouTube.
spawning
I'll
red
zoom it on
pins.
YouTube, motherfucker.
Oh god.
That's frightening.
Okay, so
Oh, the FOV is at 69. Nice.
Nice. All right.
Amazing.
So Draconis like this.
it's dying. And I
He's trying-
fixed
he's
it
trying to
with a
screw.
fucking water bottle. So now it's held together with a cap from a water bottle that I cut for a while. And then beyond that, it is zip tied together so that it stops falling apart any additional.
I genuinely couldn't tell it was a CV1. Like literally.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. It doesn't even look like a CV1 anymore. I joke that it is made of more materials from Staples.
Yeah, so we need to get him an index because he doesn't want anything meta. So
No, I'm cool with meta. The offer is a Rift S, and like
it's free.
I'm okay with this shit.
You're cool with
money,
meta?
but not
Get
with
this
the
guy
West.
out of here.
Yeah, hold on, take your pizza.
Take this guy's
No.
pizza. Take it away.
All right, so next time we'll be back, hopefully with guests. We're trying to help with all these pilots. It might be another pilot, but we should be having some guests next week, maybe. As long as things go in plan. If they don't go to plan, we're just gonna shoot more pilots of things to do. We have lots of
We're
ideas.
just gonna shoot more Matterin. That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen.
Oh, can we make a Twitch chat controlled shooting range where it's just Matterin and then they have to try and hit him as the mug slides?
Is this Germa?
Pizza coffee. So
Best combo.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Who's targeting us?
It's stuck. It's stuck. Oh no.
all right, I'm just gonna hold it like this. We will be back next week. Thank you for joining us.
Bye bye.
And if you have ideas, please join our Discord. Let us know what you want us to do. If you want to be on the show, you can talk to us. We do accept people to be on the show. If we want you on the show and you're too shy, we're gonna drag you on the show.
Please, we're
Yeah.
desperate.
We're desperate for guests. Come on.
One of the
For
guests that I've
attention.
been trying to drag
Yeah, we want
on,
attention.
doesn't seem like he wants to
Let's do
even
a
look
Zoom
at the
out
messages.
of the studio.
No, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Do a final
I
wave.
keep asking
Do a
him,
final wave,
and then I'm like,
everybody.
do you still exist? He's like, yeah, I exist. I'm like, cool. You want to come on? And he still hasn't messaged me beyond that. So I know he exists. He's just dead.
Bye.
Bye.
Final wave. There we go.
Bye.
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 Oh, hello. Hi. Bye. Wait, no shot.